So audio should be working. We should be good. Lights ain't as bright, but it's whatever. We got the same stuff going on. Videos I posted and stuff like that. So and it's interesting because the thing is a lot of stuff that we've been seeing hasn't been the full picture. So we haven't been seeing the full picture of what's been going on. We've been seeing pieces and angles of stuff that most people ain't getting the view of. That's why I have a couple of my videos for that reason that I did it that way, that I tried to show how the media is trying to portray this and try to make it seem as if, there was no wrongdoing in this case. Good morning, Jay. I was just like, and that's the big thing about it that most people ain't really wanting to conversate about, I guess is the best way of putting it. Yo, what up, Reggie? That's the thing most people ain't trying to conversate about, most people ain't talking about, and most people are awfully quiet about. And the thing is the different views and the different things that are ongoing that haven't been spoken about. You have a lot of right-wing creators that are just basically trying to push this off as ICE was doing their job. And if you notice, a lot of these content creators are not trying to get too deep into the details because they're trying to minimize the amount of hypocrisy that they are showing themselves. So they're trying to make it so that people view this incident as it was a person that was protesting or a person that was rioting or a violent protester or a person that was wrong. But as you keep on elaborating and telling them on the facts, you keep on seeing how all their bullshit keeps on being ridiculed. All their bullshit just doesn't make no sense. All the stuff that you can conclude because everybody's seen these videos. These videos are still out there. They're trying to minimize the different angles because you don't see those on the public media. You don't see those on the Fox News. You don't see that on the Newsmax. You see the angle where they don't properly show something, or they try to just use the freeze frame, or they just freeze it where, oh my God, he got hit. And it's like debunking these people, it gets kind of ridiculous because it's just like, we have to prove to you that a person was not hit. Like any person with a common sense or any person with of any sort of intelligence would know that if you get hit by a vehicle, you're going to be moved. If you get hit by a vehicle, there's going to be some movement. There's going to be some whipping of the leg. There's going to be his body twisting. It's not going to be that somehow you got hit by a vehicle and your body stayed exactly the same. That's just not possible. It's just not possible. But people want to try to play it that way, and MAGA and all the right-wing media and all these content creators are making sure that when they're talking about it, I bet you they don't show the actual video. It does not depend on how hard he was hit by a vehicle. You would have seen movement. You got hit by a vehicle, you're not going to stand up straight and be able to set yourself properly to shoot 3 rounds. There's no such thing. There's no such thing that I got hit, but I was able to stand straight up, use my fucking ability to fucking shoot. What is he, a superhero? Morning, Emma. It was just like, dog, this dude got USMC in his fucking thing. My man, you know rules of engagement just like I do. I'm a fucking Army veteran. Nowhere would that be allowed, bro. Would you get a 15-6 for that? Come on, bro. Don't act naive, bro. You think that's gonna work for you as a defense? Oh, he hit me with the car and I shot 3 shots. Mind you, when you see the picture of the thing, if he was in front of the vehicle, why is it that the fucking shot is angled? Come on, bro. You listening to all this right-wing media bullshit and they ain't showing you the videos. Check my last couple of videos out where I showed what Fox News highlighted. He just got the drop and moved out. So how come the other guy didn't get the drop and pull his gun out? Yes, I know, Emma. I posted a video on that too. I posted a video on Representative Presley because you know what they were doing yesterday? It's funny how yesterday the committee was having a hearing on fraud. You know, that's the stupidity of MAGA, right? That's the stupidity of anybody that believes this. How come we don't have the body cam footage of this guy telling them to get out? How come with all the videos and all the recordings we have, we don't hear the officer yelling her to get out the vehicle beforehand when she was waving him forward? She was on her street. That was her street. That was her. She's on her street. There's a car in front of her blocking her way, which was DHS. And how do you obstruct somebody from moving when your vehicle's able to move forward and approach another vehicle? How are you blocking the road? That vehicle was able to move. ICE has no right to fucking go up against U.S. citizens. Did you forget what ICE does? Or maybe that's the thing. Y'all don't know the difference between a cop and a fed, the same way y'all didn't know what a fucking tariff was either. That hasn't changed for y'all. Y'all still don't know the rule of law. What law did the funny thing about MAGA with this whole situation is, what law was she breaking? By sitting in her car, parked. What, matter of fact, what police officer in what state has the ability to drag you out of your car? What police officer has the ability to drag you out of your car? Why did she have a window down? Because you didn't see the video where she was telling them to go around her? You didn't see that part, right? Every police officer in this nation does not have the right to step in, open your car door, reach into your car door, open your door, and open it. No officer has the ability to do that. Why? Because try that in court and see how well that's going to work for you. They do not if you're non-compliant to what? How exactly how is it that you are non-compliant because you're being told to move a vehicle and she's telling you to go around her, but then you're going to drag her out the car? So how are you going to move the vehicle if you're not in the vehicle? Y'all don't think this shit through before y'all come up with dumbass fucking excuses, do y'all? Y'all come up with the dumbest excuse. Well, she was interfering. Please show me who got arrested in that raid that she was interfering with. What was she obstructing? Because if the vehicles have the ability to move and there was vehicles that were moving, she wasn't obstructing anything. What else you got? What else you got? What are the bullshit you got? Because I'm going to be here all day just trying to make sure that y'all come up with every excuse and I show you how stupid it sounds. She lives on that street. Where the fuck else do you leave when you go out your driveway? What do you get into? The street, right? So if you are on your street and you got DHS blocking in front of you, which you see the vehicle that's blocking the road, was she doing that? Was she the first vehicle? Was she the first vehicle? So why wasn't it that they went and approached the other vehicle that was stopped in front of her? Oh, oh, in front of her own driveway? Imagine the fact that we could have had this investigated yesterday when the committee was talking about fraud. And you know what Republicans chose to do? They chose to vote no as to an investigation after this fucking thing. Because you know why? They're in charge of federal agents. And the Republicans chose to vote no to investigate this fucking shooting. Why wouldn't you, as the law and order group, want to investigate this shooting? Why would you lie again as Kristi Noem and try to say that the person was hit so hard? It's funny, the same way y'all don't want to investigate fucking Epstein because y'all were so right, but it's a hoax, right? What up, Mir? It was like, come on, y'all can't come up with it. And the funny thing is maybe the reason is that you have untrained dumbasses there. Bro, you just, that's why I swear, go back to eating crayons, my dude, because when it comes to critical thinking, Marines is not the persons to be talking. Not the people to be talking. Waddington Waltz, did you know that Joe Biden's administration and their FBI had already caught that Somali fraud? Did you know that it was a white woman that's already been convicted and jailed off of that fraud? Your dumbass is going off of Nick Shirley, a person that doesn't even have any credentials, a person that was trying to break into daycares with kids in them. That's who you want to believe. But then when we've already told you that the FBI had already convicted and did all that, you want to act naive. Now all of a sudden you fucking dumb or stuck on stupid. Come on, bro. Like, are you fucking serious? This shit has already gone to trial. He said, "Low Harlem Marine." No offense, Reggie, but come on, man. Some of y'all know how it is with them crayon eaters sometimes. Some of y'all just need to stick to the crayons and shut the fuck up. That's the problem is that some MAGA followers and some of these people are just too stupid to actually have any rational thinking. Because the Somalian fraud was already found out. My wife knows not to interfere with police work. You must be one of those that beat your wife too, right? Because you defending a woman, you defending a dude that by his own regulations, because you're a person of the military, so you understand regulations. Or maybe you didn't because you didn't know how to fucking eat the crayons properly. But it's funny, in the regulation of fucking federal agents, you cannot fire your weapon on a person. Because the thing was, if it was that much of a threat, the other officers would have fired. But you know what it says? That you cannot fire into a moving vehicle because of the fact that it may cause an uncontrolled vehicle, which is what happened when the vehicle ran into another vehicle. So coming from a Marine, this is the funniest shit. A person that is supposedly, a devil dog, got all the, y'all the disciplined of disciplined. All of a sudden, you got out the military and have no idea how fucking regulation works, right? All of a sudden, you believe in fucking, you swore an oath to the Constitution, but here you are supporting a dictator and a dumbass that don't know what he's doing, right? This is why some of y'all fucking dumbasses shouldn't have fucking been in the service. All you know how to do is take orders. You don't know how to think for yourself. Because then you got dumbasses here talking about she was obstructing an investigation. Please tell me who was being raided and please tell me who got arrested in that investigation before that happened. Who was being arrested that she got in the way and interfered of doing? Oh no, you need to tell you, because the thing is this is gonna stop and bring me on live, bro. I ain't scared of no bitch ass dumbasses, bro. We shit. Request up, bitch. Request up. Request up. The fuck you think people is not gonna request the fuck up? I'm not gonna give you a handout to fucking come up and try to talk dumbass, because I want to hear the stupidity that you want to come up with. You new to my TikTok, but here you are being a dumbass first thing. Ain't that crazy? How you never been here before and the first thing you want to do is be a dumbass? First thing. Don't even ask no questions. Don't even ask nothing. The first thing is just like, oh, this, and that. Let's hear the nonsense you gotta say.
Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, so why do you gotta call me a dumbass and all that kind of stuff? You can't speak without cursing and carrying on.
Are you a bitch?
Articulate yourself without cussing.
Are you a bitch?
No, I'm not a bitch.
Okay then. Bitch. So then why the fuck you can't take it? You're a Marine, right? I thought you were a tough guy. Why are you getting soft off of somebody using foul language? You didn't use foul language in the Marines? You didn't use foul language in the Marines? All right then. So then shut the fuck up. I don't need to sound intelligent to an idiot. Word's
a cuss word.
I don't sound intelligent to an idiot. Oh, let me articulate myself. Okay, so a person that supposedly got hit by a vehicle is able to fucking stand in position and fire 3 rounds. You're a Marine.
Yes.
You've probably seen people get hit by a vehicle.
Carried a gun in any
capacity? I was a fucking Army veteran, you dumbass.
Okay, so what did you do? Did you ever control traffic with weapons?
QRF? You ever done QRF?
Yeah, I'm a retired Marine.
Okay, so then you know what the fuck it is then. So you telling me as in QRF, you were able to just fire onto a vehicle?
You goddamn straight. If there's a vehicle coming towards you and there's enough distance,
if a vehicle is coming, look at what you just said.
Let me finish. You won't let me finish.
Because the thing is you're talking about a vehicle coming towards you. The vehicle backed up.
Finish what I'm saying.
The vehicle retracted. She reversed the vehicle. She didn't go forward.
What I'm saying. Let me finish what I'm saying. There was enough distance between him, the shooter, and the vehicle that when the vehicle barely hit him, he was able to draw his weapon and shoot her. It's right there in the video. You can see it.
So did the vehicle hit him or did it not?
It hit, tapped, however you want to call it.
No. Please tell me, because that's a big thing, because you want to say that the person was in danger, right? So you wanted to say he was hit, but now it's like he barely got hit or almost got hit. Which one is it? Because it's kind of confusing to talk to somebody that supposedly knows what they're talking about, but they can't articulate themselves properly.
So are we in a court of law? When you get hit, you got hit. How hard you got hit depends on was it me hitting you or was it Mike Tyson hitting you?
So when you see video footage in slow down time and fast time, and you don't see that the man got any kind of movement or disorientation from supposedly getting hit, how did he get hit?
From the vehicle. See, this is where I question how much of this stuff have you actually done? Because I used to supervise gate guards at one of the major installations here, and I would stand out there as their supervisor with a weapon and watch them. And sometimes they would stand in front of vehicles, right? Just like that. And it's possible for somebody to tap you or hit you in that capacity, and you still have enough wherewithal to draw your weapon. Now, had she hit him hard, of course he wouldn't have been able to draw his weapon. We all know that. But that's what you're assimilating.
No, I am not assimilating, because the thing is there's video evidence. The thing is that you have only watched probably the same bullshit video that has been produced. That's why on my page, you can see multiple videos where I show what Fox News wanted to report to you, and then another account of another video.
I watched it from the house video. I watch it on fake news, CNN. I watch it on every one of the different shows because I watch them all because I want to see other people's perspectives.
You want to see other people's perspectives, but you didn't see the fact that the man was not in the way and did not get hit. Because that means you would have saw the front view. You saw the front view, right? If you did so much research, right? Did you see the
So
front view?
where do you live at?
Did you see the front view? Don't try to change
No,
the subject now. Answer the
do
fucking
you
questions. You're going to get kicked.
listen, fucking dummy? Do you live somewhere that has snow and sleet?
Now, you see how it's always a fucking excuse? Now you want to change the topic. It's like, do you live in a place? Do you live in a place that has snow or ice? Bitch, there was nothing on the fucking ground. Because if that's what the case, did he slip? Did he fall? No. And you know what's the telling part? That there was nothing that you are saying correct. Why was it that the other officers, as soon as he shot, they ran away? That's interesting, isn't it? Because you see the video, supposedly officers that were under a threat. Because, you know, you're a Marine or you supposedly have training in this. You don't go to check to see if the fucking thing. Bro, ain't nobody scared of you, dog. You just talking bullshit because you don't answer questions. If you go answer the questions I ask, you'll stay up here. But if you want to come up with fucking insinuations when we're talking about verified proof that has been shown.
You said you saw the video. You could see the snow and ice on the ground. Did the one guy not get drug a couple feet by the car?
Why didn't he shoot?
I'm asking you, didn't he
Why
get
didn't
drug
he
by
shoot?
the car? Would
Why
he
didn't
get
he
drug
shoot?
on regular ground? Because he was being moved by the car.
Okay, so why
Again,
didn't he
that
shoot?
impacted
That
his
that
inability
guy,
to get his gun out.
how? Because it didn't impact the other guy.
Because the other guy barely got hit, remember?
Oh, because so which one is it? Like I said, you can't make it up, right? Is
I
it that
said
he
he
got hit
barely
or
got
didn't?
hit.
Well, no,
Yeah, he
it's not. He
barely
barely
got hit.
got hit or not. That's you trying to leave it as a fucking open-ended issue so that you don't have to answer any questions.
What I was
Did he
trying
get
to
hit
say
or not?
to you, what I was trying to say
Did
when
he
you
get hit or not?
disrespectfully cut me off was
You can't answer fucking questions. I'm not gonna waste time. I'm not gonna waste time. You trying to justify a person that did not get hit opening fire 3 times. Mind you, if you see the picture of the windshield, it wasn't from right front. Because if he was in front of the vehicle, that means that the shot would have gone in a fucking straight angle and not come from the side. And then you shot 2 more times into the side window, meaning you were already on the side of the vehicle. So you decided to fire 2 more times after the vehicle had already passed you. So please tell me, come on, Mega. Y'all can't tell me that he got hit. He barely got hit. But then when I ask if he got hit or not, you got to come up with fucking crazy assumptions. You want to come up here too, Yodi? You want to come up here too? So you can sound like a fucking idiot? It was just like, if you were in so danger that you were going to get hit, even though by your fucking standards, you're not supposed to shoot at a vehicle that is moving. You are not supposed to shoot at a vehicle that was moving. That's every fucking officer. Yeah, of course. MAGA's gonna argue with themselves. They're gonna, oh my god, she shouldn't have done that. But then when fucking they're using force to grab people out of their cars. So you notice how police officers don't just break your window or try to snatch you from inside the car or try to grab you from inside the car? Because that's not legal to do. And especially if you're a U.S. citizen and you're ICE. Because the thing is you have no jurisdiction to do that as an ICE officer to a legal citizen. You can get away with it if it's an immigrant because y'all want to be on the bullshit of, oh my God, they don't have rights. But when it comes to fucking a US citizen, you don't have those rights. Because if she was obstructing justice, that would have meant that she would have had to been called by the police and then be arrested or cited by police officers in Minnesota, not by ICE, because they don't have jurisdiction to do that. But the thing is MAGA doesn't know the fucking difference and they just act all naive and stupid like they never heard of them. It's like y'all do such a bad job of fucking making up excuses that y'all try to hear yourselves. What's up, Monica? It was like y'all try to hear yourselves talking, and then it's just like you don't actually listen to what the fuck you saying. And I'm sorry, I don't waste my time with ignorance, especially if you are a fucking service member that deployed, because you know how rules of engagement work. We damn near basically had to be shot at to be able to fucking shoot back, or you were under investigation for doing what you did. There's no need to thank. I appreciate it, DJ, but that's the thing. It's just like these people don't have no fucking thought process. Most of these people have never gone through this fucking process. I served on QRF. I was the one that literally was fuck around and find out. If some shit was about to blow up, I was the one that was going to fuck around and find out because I was the first one out there. But we still couldn't go and just... So it's like, you know what it is? It's like these motherfuckers look like Danny DeVito. Y'all remember the Danny DeVito thing when he's just like, so I just started blasting. We can't do that as an officer. You can't do that as a federal agent. You can't do that as a police officer. So what gives this guy the right and the leeway to fucking do that? Like, come on now. Hey, if y'all losing sound or anything like that, hop over to fucking YouTube. The ad and the shit is right here on top. Go there. Cause once I start getting glitchy, once y'all can't hear me, that's TikTok trying to suppress me from saying this shit because I'm calling out their fucking stupidity. So if y'all haven't already, follow me on YouTube. Watch me from there where you don't have any issues. Because here, they're going to try to mute me after a certain point. Maybe being ran over with a 3,000-pound weapon. Show me the video where his leg moved after being hit. Cause damn, what kind of fucking, you must have some fucking super serum ass fucking federal agents that all look out of shape and manage to fucking dodge vehicles. Cause that motherfucker was not in shape. That was a round motherfucker. That motherfucker was not gonna outrun and chase anybody. So please tell me how his fat ass was able to move out the fucking way of a vehicle, but his body had no fucking movement, no jerking, no leg whip after he got hit. The funny part, the funny part is you know he was wrong. Cause why did the other fucking people that were with him run back? Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? That one guy shot and the other officers ran back to their vehicle. You didn't see that part in the video, right? MAGA didn't see that? You didn't see that? You didn't see the part where the one that shot went over there. And the thing is as another thing, right? As an officer, or even in the military, if you fired upon somebody and they still alive, you're still supposed to render care. But this guy shot her in the face. And there was a physician right there saying that he can tend to her. And they told him no. It was just like, you know why those motherfuckers rang? Because they knew they wasn't supposed to do that. They knew they weren't supposed to let off no shots. These motherfuckers, imagine fleeing the site of a crime scene. Oh yeah, because Chrissy Nome was like he had to go get medical attention. Remember when they said that about the guy they killed in Chicago? That the officer was in critical condition, and then the body cam footage shows that the guy only had a scratch on his leg, and you hear him saying, "I'm okay, I'm okay," but he was in critical condition, right? Oh no, that's another thing. If EMS was on the way, wouldn't you get checked by the EMS at the location where you fired upon somebody and you created a crime scene? Damn, Mega. What are the lies y'all got? Come on, Mega. Keep it coming. So I can make you look fucking stupid. It was like, cause you know what? For a person that got hit by a car, that motherfucker walked pretty good. That motherfucker walked all the way to the vehicle to make sure she was dead and then walked back. No limp, no stuttering, was walking perfectly fine. Even had the ability to cover his face, make sure his face wasn't showing perfectly. Ain't that crazy? Oh, so you weren't okay. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't the only one because that's what I was about to say. That's what I was about to say. That is what I was about to say. Because the motherfucker walked. That motherfucker had some pep in his step when he got to his vehicle, didn't he? Damn, that shit for a person that got hit by a vehicle. God damn. God damn. I guess these ICE officers is built different, huh? Get hit by a car and just power walk. Come on, Maga. It was like y'all can't even. The funny thing is like before even any of this should have happened, what law did she break for coming out her driveway? What law did she break coming out her driveway? Yeah, you see how Mega gets quiet with me? Mega don't come in here because Mega thinks I'm just gonna be soft and not listen. Nah, I listen to all the stupid shit y'all say and I make y'all look stupid. Cause y'all ain't got no fucking way of doing it. So in actuality, the funny thing about this is she was being obstructed from leaving her own driveway. Ain't that a bitch? So you mean to tell me those officers should have gotten a double parking ticket for blocking the roadway? Because the thing is that's the whole point of federal agencies working with local agencies. So if they're gonna start a raid, the police officers know to shut down or shut off that area. But you have thugs that have no fucking training going in there. The fact, look, the fact that you can see her tire is turned. Oh yeah, I know the other officers didn't draw their weapons either. But the fact that you can see both his feet, you see both his feet, you see both his feet, and the wheel turned the other way. How the fuck you trying to hit somebody if you ain't even aiming the vehicle at them? How you do that? How the fuck am I aiming at you, but my shit is going this way? What? What? Where else was she supposed to go on a one-way street? Are we gonna forget about the vehicle that was in front, that was DHS, that was blocking her too? Because she was trying to get out. And what did she do at the beginning of the video? Go ahead. Go ahead. Go around me. Why? Because she wasn't trying to impede or obstruct. She was actually giving them the right of way so that they can go around her. What's up, Southwest? It's just like MAGA needs to stop with the bullshit, man. This all gets avoided if you just arrest this asshole. All this gets avoided. But y'all so far into being MAGA, y'all so far into y'all bigotry, y'all so far into y'all hatred of another person that doesn't agree with you, that you just saw a person get more murdered in cold blood on broad daylight, and you're trying to say he was okay for doing it. Y'all can't be serious. You have no valid excuse. No excuse. That's the thing. The thing is Republicans and MAGA have to try to control this theory as soon as they can. They need to cover it up as fast as they can. They need to make it so that the dumbasses that are MAGA and Republicans hear what they got to say first, so that way they believe it. Because, like I pointed out yesterday, when I was watching all these things, right? Which one of these right-wing media creators made sure to mention that she was a white American? Which one? Why wouldn't they say that she was a white American? Because you know what they wanted to instigate? They wanted to instigate the fact that it was what? An immigrant. They wanted to make it seem like it was an immigrant. They wanted to make it seem like it was something else. Have you seen the post on Fox News where they show the one of the latest ones where it's just like a person was killed, this, and that, and for some reason they have a Mexican flag as the picture? What does the Mexican flag have to do with any of this? You killed an American citizen. Why are you trying to instigate it to make it seem like she was a criminal? Or try to make it seem like she was an immigrant? Because the thing is the whole reason MAGA does that is because they have to try to cover their ass for their lying. Because the thing is once MAGA has something in their head, it's hard to change. Because remember, these are the same people that are worried about the transgender mice. Remember the transgender mice? These are the same people. These are the same people that believed Pocahontas and John Smith were collecting fucking Social Security checks 300 years ago. These are the same people. This is the good one. These are the same people that want to talk about people should follow the law, but haven't said anything about Pam Bondi not releasing the unredacted Epstein files. So y'all can miss me with your bullshit. Straight up miss me with your bullshit. Talk about law and order. Bitch, the law was signed a while ago. She was supposed to produce all that shit unredacted. Where's all the tough guy talk about that? Y'all talking about a fucking ICE agent murdering a person, and then y'all still protecting pedophiles. We ain't the same. And then a lot of y'all MAGA is just getting quiet now because y'all realizing, fuck, this is what I fucking voted for. But all of a sudden, y'all gonna be independents now. I already know that. Because when y'all not man enough, like most of y'all MAGA bitches are, y'all gonna be like, oh, I'm an independent. But you didn't vote for Jill Stein, did you? You voted for Donald Trump. So how the fuck you were independent and voted for the Republican? And it's just like, man, now we have a person that just died and there's no accountability. Imagine the fact that you tried to deem her and call her a domestic terrorist for leaving her own driveway and telling ICE officers to go around her so that she wouldn't be in their way. And then having people that have no fucking training, no sort of knowledge of how to do their fucking job, trying to reach into somebody's car and snatch them out. And then the thing I asked was, now, what happens if she was carrying a weapon? And when he decided to try to lunge into her car, she would have fired at him. Who would have been at fault then? Second Amendment right? Defend yourself and your property, right? Would have been any different? Would it have been different on MAGA's side if she would have used the Second Amendment right? Because you know, MAGA's the Second Amendment fucking people, right? Wouldn't she have the right to fucking defend herself? Oh no, y'all be quiet on that. That sounds about right. Y'all probably make up another excuse, right? As y'all always do. It's like, come on now. And like I said, y'all, I appreciate everybody that's watching me on YouTube. If y'all haven't already, subscribe to me on YouTube. The ad is there. That's the channel name. Watch me through there. It's in 4K. It's a wide screen. And we don't get no glitches, interruptions, anything like that on TikTok. TikTok likes to do that shit because they don't like listening to me. And they don't like pushing my shit out to too many people because I make too much fucking sense. Because you notice that dumbass Marine came up here, and no offense to Marines, no offense to any fucking service members. But if you dumb enough that you cannot interpret and know what the regulations are, especially when you were in the service and you know we are all about regulations, and people outside of it are not following regulations, but you're still siding with them, you were a piece of shit service member. Plain and simple. There's no sugarcoating that. There's no getting around that. I'm a veteran too. And I know that there's regulations not allowing us to just pop off because the vehicle's coming at us. Especially a vehicle that was already reversing and trying to get out of the situation by turning the wheel. Because if she really wanted to, she could have just drove straight. She would have hit that motherfucker with ease if she would have just gone straight when he was first standing there. Instead of her reversing. Crazy, isn't it? Do you think he was actually... It don't matter if you're a veteran or not. The dude doesn't have any fucking training. Most of these people don't have training. These are just thugs they're picking up off the street. Probably Proud Boys or probably former officers that got fired from their jobs. Easy way to recruit them because it's like, oh, I got law enforcement. No, I'm talking about the caller. The caller, he probably is a Marine. Probably not. I don't care. A lot of people like to say they're Marines and stuff like that. And it's just like, if you were in the service, you know that we were about discipline and standards. Discipline and standards. And in no regulation, no policy, no state is it allowed for an officer to shoot at a moving vehicle unless it is going to cause harm to him and his team. Mind you, this was the only one, because none of the other officers even drew their weapons. And then the fact that you didn't render any care or allow care to be rendered, or the fact that everybody else, once that dude shot, ran back to their car. Now, if you were supposedly in such an imminent threat, that would mean that after you fired those shots, you would go and verify that it was no longer a threat. So he verified that it was no longer a threat and didn't render aid while the woman was still alive. And then decided to power walk the way over after supposedly getting hit. Come on, man. So not only is Kristi Noem lying, dumbass MAGA is believing the lie. Because most of MAGA didn't even know. Like, have you seen just posts of how these people are talking about this woman? She was a fucking mother. She was a fucking wife. Oh, I know. It says explicitly prohibits the use of deadly force against a non-violent, unarmed, fleeing person. Wouldn't allow. If you got hit by a fucking vehicle, I just, I've been in one accident, and I got my car totaled. That's when I was stationed in Germany. But last I remember, when you get one of those accidents, don't you stay there till the police show up? If you had EMT on the way, if you had the ambulance on the way, wouldn't you stay there and get attention there? Why would you flee to go to a hospital when you had the EMS coming to you? Why would you flee if you did nothing wrong? Why would you flee the area that you just created? Damn, MAGA must have got their tongues cut off or something, because they awfully quiet now, huh? Awfully quiet. Awfully quiet, huh, MAGA? I ain't got shit to say. Coming up with what y'all trying to come up with? Another excuse so I could fucking ridicule that one? We don't know what her family can do right now, because the thing is the way this administration is painting it, it's making her seem like she was there. Yeah, Reggie, trust me, I know. You're supposed to render aid until paramedics get there. That's a great question. Why don't you ask MAGA that? Ask MAGA and see what they respond to you. Ask MAGA and see what they would say if it's illegal or not to flee an accident. Ari, I appreciate you being a paramedic, but the thing is as a service member, as a veteran, any other person that deployed or anything knows, even if you were at war with these motherfuckers and you shot him and he didn't die, you're supposed to render care. Even if this motherfucker was just shooting at your ass, you're still supposed to render care. The fact that this dude shot 3 times, walked over there, because that's the thing. If you were so in shock or you were so in pain after being hit, you wouldn't walk over to verify that you had shot it 3 times in the face and then walk real fast back away from the scene and then hop in your vehicle to supposedly get medical attention? They must be built different nowadays, because damn, if I got hit by a car, shit, I was in an accident. I didn't just whip around and fucking just, start running and start walking real fast afterwards. I was in shock. But you just shot 3 fucking shots into a car. And if you've seen the pictures of the vehicle. Well, if you've done the research, because if you MAGA, they're not showing you that picture where you can see that the vehicle is shot at an angle. That bullet that went through the windshield was not straight forward. It was at an angle through the windshield. And then the next 2 shots were through the passenger side window. Is that the crazy thing about it is the crazy part about it is that the other officers ran back to their car. That already is a sign that that shouldn't have happened. Because the other officers were like, oh shit. You notice how none of the other officers actually went towards the vehicle? They ran back to their vehicle to get out of there. And you know what that leads me to believe? That leads me to believe that those weren't actual agents. Because you wouldn't flee a fucking scene if you were an agent. This was one of those rent-a-cops or IDF or Proud Boys or January Sixers that got moved into there, got put there. That's why the other ones ran. Because it was like, oh shit, we need to get the fuck out of here. Because you noticed who stayed, right? Tony, that is not their protocol because it's in the regulations. Somebody posted it earlier. I forget what it was, what the fucking thing. They posted the exact thing and they read it. It's even on the news too that they played it and they read it out. That is not in your protocol to fire at your weapon at a vehicle that is unarmed because you knew the person was unarmed. Now, if she would have had a gun on her, you wouldn't see this live. If she would have had a gun on her, you wouldn't see me talking anything right now. I'd be quiet as fuck right now. I'd be quiet. If she would have pulled out a weapon and then he did that, all right, bro. That's self-defense. But she was trying to run you over with the wheels turned? Bro, what dumbass state you live in? See, that's the problem. We have people in society like that. You can leave the scene. Bro, what insurance you be claiming? Like, what the? Their protocol isn't to flee. Nobody's protocol is to fire upon something and run away from the scene. Where have you ever seen that? This is the part right here that MAGA doesn't want to pay attention to. This is the part where MAGA wants to not make sense of it. Shit, not even the TV cops. Because the thing is if you are Border Patrol, ICE agent, and stuff like that, you are there to arrest immigrants or undocumented immigrants. You are not there to snatch people out of their cars. Police officers can't even snatch you out your fucking car. Police officers can't even break your window to get into your car and try to snatch you out. So why the fuck would a federal agent have that ability? Since when does what or any type of law enforcement have the ability to just yank you out of your car when you have done nothing wrong? Because she wasn't a suspect. You didn't identify her. She was literally waving you over because you see her stick her arm out and go around me. So exactly how was she obstructing if she's telling you just go around me? She was coming out her driveway and there was a vehicle in front of her blocking her way. And you know why? This is the part This is the part where MAGA's so full of shit. Because if she was obstructing justice like that and she was blocking the way, why was it that there was a vehicle that moved in front of her if she was supposedly blocking the way, but the other vehicles were able to move? How do you block the street but cars are still moving? Yeah. Basically, you shot somebody. You shot somebody in the face, didn't identify them, didn't ask for no ID, didn't know if they were immigrant, illegal, US citizen or not, had another person in the car, and you chose to open fire 3 fucking times. Now, what would have happened if one of those shots hadn't hit her in the face and hit the wife in the face? But that's a what if. We ain't talking about what ifs. We're talking about what blatantly happened that everybody saw and has seen multiple times on video all over the fucking place. I don't care what law enforcement you are. If you have not identified and told the person why you are arresting them, you have no legal rights to drag them out of a fucking car. Please, MAGA, tell me differently. Please tell me which state you reside in that allows an officer to not ask you for ID, not know who you are, but able to reach into your vehicle and try to snatch you out of it. I want to know because I want to know what dumbass red state y'all live in. But it's funny because y'all won't tell me what red state y'all live in because y'all know that's not a possibility. The wife was in the passenger seat with the dog. They were going to go get one of her fucking kids. The woman got 3 kids. That woman ain't got nobody else now. It's her and the kids. And her wife just got fucking murdered in cold blood in front of her own fucking house. Like, come on, man. It's it's sickening because of the fact that it's just like this is being allowed. I'll just put that right there. So literally, every single time that you have seen ICE approach a vehicle and break their window, that is against the law. But because MAGA is so happy being racist, they're okay with that. They're okay with people's windows getting broken just because they want to break a window and pull a person out. So you have people that aren't IDing themselves, which in this case, he had his police thing, which I could get that shit off of Temu too. What up, Ty? It was like every single time there has been some sort of incidents and there has been some sort of problem that is caused by ICE agents. Did you see? And this is where this is the other part where it pisses me off even more because it's the frauds that are MAGA and the frauds that are this administration, the frauds that are Republicans as a whole. Go watch my video. I have two videos that I cut together. The one that Fox News shows you, and then I have another one separate where the black man gets shot in the face with a pepper spray gun at point blank range. These people are not trained officers. These people are thugs that just happen to have weapons. Now imagine if these people... Yeah, that happened after. And what are you taught to do? You're supposed to de-escalate the situation. What does that guy do? He pushes the dude. So the dude goes to push him back. The dude retracts and then shoots him in the face with a pepper ball. Those are not supposed to be shot at people, especially not at point blank range. And then what most people don't pay attention to is the dude on the side that's shooting the fucking rubber bullets directly at the dude after that happened. That's what a lot of people ain't watching either. You see the guy shooting the rubber bullets at him. It was just like, but that's Mac was like, they're doing their job. It was just like, how you doing your job when you're breaking your protocol? You yourself are breaking the protocol that you are supposed to follow. How is that not breaking protocol? There's people defending headshots, Todd. Mag is defending these headshots. The same way, remember when in Portland that priest got shot in the head? Outside? When he was just standing with the crowd? Was that not excessive force? Or was that called for? Was the priest a violent protester, as MAGA likes to claim for anybody that just doesn't want to be fucking snatched out the street? Oh, yeah. I forgot about that lady. Remember the one that got... Yeah. Southwest, the one that got shot, too. The funny thing is to have a minority defending this shit. That's the funny part. That's even funnier because of how clown ass you are. A minority defending this? That was a white woman. That was a white woman. And you think they're gonna give a fuck about you? These motherfuckers don't even care if you have your papers on you. They still trying to snatch you up. Look at the fact that they just try to snatch out an American citizen. This is the country we live in right now, where Mac is actually trying to defend it. Have y'all not seen all the protesting that has happened all across the states right now? There's tons of cities that are protesting right now. The problem is that even with these protests, this administration is bold-faced lying and protecting a fucking murderer. The same way they're protecting pedophiles. Same thing. Same fucking thing. So it's not any fucking different. They're protecting a murderer and they're protecting pedophiles. Just regular talking isn't gonna work anymore. Regular talking just don't do it. It was just like, look, the nonsense that people want to say that she was trying to hit him. It was like, if she was trying to hit him, why'd she reverse? If she was trying to hit him, why did she reverse? If she was trying to hit him, why would she reverse? Why? Because when she reversed, that officer was in front of her. And she turned the wheel and drove right. Otherwise, if she really wanted to hit him, she would have just gone straight. But that don't make sense to MAGA, does it? At that, I'm no, Todd. These ICE agents is built different, I guess. It was just like this administration is not gonna do anything with the whole what these people fail to realize is that MAGA's pushing a limit. It was like, y'all gotta remember, or these people don't have the thought process, is the United States right now is thinning itself out with all these no new wars bullshit and trying to start shit all over the place. They're not taking care of this country first. And now when you have fake ass cops shooting people, and it's not the first instance, and you're not holding them accountable, you're gonna have vigilantes start showing up. You think Batman came out of nowhere? Nah, it's gonna be people coming out of nowhere and they're gonna start taking matters into their own hands. Because the thing is the problem is that I don't believe in protest. I don't. I've never believed in protest. This whole No King's Day and all that shit, I didn't believe in any of that. Why? Because protesting, the way protesting is meant for you to just stand there. It's not meant for you to change, it's meant for you to do it peacefully. And just stand there and bitch and complain and have nothing change. That's all it is. Because imagine, you have to register for it. You have to do it. When it's a random protest where people just show up, those are the ones. But when you have to sign up a day, you have to let the people know you're going to do it and all this stuff. They already know. You just letting them prepare for the shit that they want to do to you. So if one of these agents or one of these people act a fool and start shit and they start firing, oh my God, the violent protest. Minnesota's on fire. Remember that? Remember that with the George Floyd shit? Where Minnesota was on fire? The whole state just went up in a blaze. You remember that? You remember that, right? The whole state was on fire. The whole state was on fire. Remember that? Now, the thing is Jeanette, oh, it's gonna get hot. This country's gonna go through some shit. Cause the thing is if people ain't being held accountable, what people fail to realize is that's why ICE is going to democratic states. Because they don't have those same looseness of weapons there. Notice when they went into, what was it, North Carolina, and the people started showing up with their weapons out, and then they left North Carolina? Everybody needs to start using their Second Amendment. Everybody needs to be carrying. Everybody. If you have a conceal and carry permit, get a conceal and carry permit. If not, if you have a permit for your weapon, carry your weapon. But these demonstrations, the same way The same way you can have these fucking neo-Nazi, all these fucking groups walking around with their weapons in hand and the police don't do shit to them, that's the same way you as an American fucking citizen should be doing. I'm the last person that wants to do. I don't want no violence. But the thing is the only way you're going to stop these people from overreaching is showing them that you got weapons too. Doesn't mean you got to fire it at them. But if they see you have a pistol, they're going to think twice about raising their pistol. I'll never ask for violence. I'm a fucking peaceful ass person. But at the same time, if you get me to the point where you threaten my life, my family, my kids, it's going to be you and me. And I'm going to make sure it's not me. Plain and simple. There's just no way around that. You're going to run into some people. These people are going to run into some people that aren't going to play that shit. And the thing is that the media is going to try to portray it as, oh my God, it's domestic terrorism. We need martial law. And then that's when I really think shit is going to pop off. Because I think if they try to institute martial law, that's not going to work everywhere. Because that's when you're really going to see who has the Second Amendment and who don't. People are defending this. Like, the simplest thing MAGA could have done was just like, yo, arrest his ass. Bro, the crazy thing about it is that people don't understand, like, yo, we outnumber the government. The only way the government beats us is if they start using fucking crazy shit on us. That's the only way the military gonna beat us. Because look at New York City. New York City has about 50,000 cops. There's 9 million people there. There's 9 million people there. What the fuck is 50,000 cops gonna do? Ain't nobody want violence. Nobody wants violence. MAGA does. You notice how you haven't seen any liberals attacking anything? Oh, what happened? Oh, no. See, the difference is with January 6th, this was a group of people that was out to attack and try to murder politicians. In this case, these are rogue federal agents that some of them are not actual federal agents that are abusing their power and firing upon people, hurting people, dragging people, arresting people, not giving them their actual rights. There's a fucking difference. If you are an officer, you are supposed to uphold the law, no matter if you're federal, local, or state. You uphold the law, not abuse it, not use it to your advantage, not try to say, well, I'm a police officer, I can drag you out this car. Well, I'm a gun owner, I can defend myself. You see how that works? You came at me with your Temu fucking vest and badge. I promise you this. My weapons ain't off of Temu. You ain't gonna receive no secondhand outfits from me. You ain't gonna receive secondhand outfits from a lot of people in this country. That's what people don't understand. It's just like these people are fucking with people that don't have weapons. You're going to Democratic states because they don't have weapons. You are abusing your power because these people don't have weapons. Like I said, they went into North Carolina, which is a conceal and carry, where these people were trying to do operations. There was people standing there with guns on their holsters on their side. And they were very cautious as to how they wanted to move and maneuver and treat people. Because they saw, oh shit, they packing over here. In Minnesota, they ain't packing like that. New York, they ain't packing like that. LA, they ain't packing like that. Chicago, they ain't packing like that. They got real hesitant real quick when they saw people, oh shit. It was just like, how did you violate those amendments? It was just like, how you try to break into a car without actually knowing who the person is. Matter of fact, like I said, what law was she breaking? Can somebody tell me what federal law she broke by sitting in her car and telling them to pass by? You can't, huh? Can't do that? You can't figure out which law it was. Come on, man. Y'all just full of shit, bro. Y'all just full of shit. Y'all find any, bro. The thing about MAGA and trying to talk about the thing about MAGA and the law is Pam Bondi was supposed to release the unredacted thing. Why ain't you up in the uproar there? Cause y'all so concerned with fraud, right? Cause yesterday they had a fraud hearing on Minnesota, right? But Representative Presley, which to most of y'all racist bastards, you know the bald-headed black lady that's a representative? Because that's what I know y'all call her. Presley, Representative Presley. She highlighted all the different kinds of fraud that Donald Trump had pardoned. I even posted after a bit, because I posted the part where she asked, because she was, she's overseeing federal agents. So she wanted to inquire and conduct an investigation on this shooting because it happened while the committee. So she put that as a motion. You know what the Republicans voted? The Republicans voted no. For a administration and Republicans that are so full of, what law and order is the saying that they sure like to avoid it. They sure like to lie. Sure like to come up with some bullshit. But what does MAGA do? MAGA eats it up. So the thing for me is it's not even that, Ty. It's just the fact that Republicans are so hypocritical that these stupid ass fucking white people, and I'm calling you stupid white people because that's most of MAGA, or you stupid minorities that want to believe in MAGA, have not benefited from anything. Have just been told lies to amplify your racism, your ignorance, and your stupidity, and you eat that shit up. Oh, there you go. I knew it was coming. All right, y'all. I need y'all to travel over to YouTube. Because violation warning. Your live is flagged for hate speech and hateful behaviors. Repeated violations could result in your live being discontinued. Can somebody tell me the part where I said anything that I was flagged for? That's why I say go to YouTube, because on YouTube you don't have to worry about that shit. It was just like, you want to restrict my talk because of the thing is you don't like the truth. MAGA don't like the truth, so they like to mass report me. So if ever y'all are on my live and I just magically fucking disappear, I'm still on YouTube because I do these lives simultaneously for that reason. I'm on YouTube for that reason because I'll be talking too much fucking honest shit, too much real shit, and TikTok don't like that. So TikTok will try to censor me, and TikTok will try to ban me, and TikTok will try to Restrict my, why would you restrict my life? What have I said that would be considered hate speech? Was it when I said dumb white people? Because that's just honesty. I don't see where the, do y'all see it? Because I sure as hell don't. I'm just saying. It's like that's what it is. The thing is these people don't want people to actually listen to somebody that actually speaks on a comprehensive thought process, not of ignorance, not of bigotry, not of racism. It's somebody that's talking about the actual shit that needs to cause change in this country. Because the thing is it's a Second Amendment right, right? So everybody should have the Second Amendment. Everybody should have a pistol. At least a pistol. Maybe even a shotgun. Maybe you want to have, maybe, hey, you need house defense. I'm just saying. Or maybe both. Maybe a couple more. It's like, it's crazy because freedom of speech on this app right now is crazy. And that's why I tell y'all, watch me on YouTube, because the way I speak, TikTok don't like it. They don't like when I start calling them out. They especially don't like it when I start coming out with their bullshit and hypocrisy of being pedophiles. Here we go. Juan, you want to come up and tell me who Obama bombed? Come up and tell me who Obama bombed. Why don't you mention the fact that the people that Obama bombed just so happen to be on our terrorist list that has been known by the FBI and held by the FBI? Oh, you don't want to say that? You don't want to talk about that part, right? That's the part you don't want to say. That's the part you want to leave out. So Osama bin Laden was known as the worst terrorist that caused the worst damage and the most disastrous fucking attack on the US. We tracked them and we found where he was at. And we got him. On what top FBI list was Juan Maduro on? Or Nicolas Maduro? What FBI list? What list? What when did Obama bomb a fucking capital of another country? When did Obama abduct, kidnap a head of a state? Matter of fact, when did Obama tell us we had weapons of mass destruction in Iraq? Oh no, that my bad. That was Bush. Who sent us to Iraq? Oh shit, Bush. Who sent us to Afghanistan? Oh shit, that's Bush too. Fuck. Damn, what we get sent in by the Democrats? Shit. I can't. Damn, that's crazy, ain't it? Republicans, every single time they not doing good, the economy sucks, their fucking governing sucks. What do? They start wars. What did George Bush do? George Bush inherited a great economy, a great everything from who? Bill Clinton. That actually had us in a surplus. Then we went into a recession and we started 2 wars. But damn those Democrats. Then Obama fixed it, right? Obama fixed the situation after 8 years of fixing the fuck up of George Bush. Who came in after? Donald Trump. All of a sudden we in a recession again? God damn. Economy sucks. Damn, that's crazy. Remember when Obama stole Greenland? Damn, and who fixed that and made infrastructure deals and made fucking the CHIPS Act deal, the PACT Act, the CHIPS Act, donated billions to the HBCUs. Damn, that was Biden, right? Damn. That's the crazy thing to me with black people. I was just like, y'all really voted for Donald Trump when it was Joe Biden that gave $15 billion to the fucking HBCUs? And Donald Trump was about to let that funding expire during his first administration? But then the Black Caucus of Congress made sure to pass it through because Donald Trump was going to let it expire? Now, the funny thing is that I don't want to hear Republicans and Democrats are two sides of the same coin. Because at this point right now, you see every Democrat pushing to have the fucking Epstein list released, and it's not the same for the Republicans. So at least when it comes to protecting kids, not the same coin. Being full of shit, yeah. But protecting pedophiles, that's all Republican. All Republican. Because every single vote that we've had so far on this Epstein list, every Democrat has voted release. Protecting kids is putting them in cages, Obama? I was just like, who's stripping kids from schools? Yeah, that's the crazy DJ. That's the part that kills me about MAGA. Everybody they always wonder, well, Bill Clinton is on the list. Bill Clinton said release the shit. How you gonna try to be like, well, they're doing it too, and the person that you saying is doing it is telling you to release the shit unredacted? Bill Clinton even said, fuck it, release everything. No. It's the hypocrisy of fucking MAGA, man. MAGA just keeps on eating up all the bullshit and they continue with it. And it's just like, they keep on with the nonsense and they keep on trying to. I don't even know how to explain that at that point. Like, Todd, the amount of times I've heard Obama and Biden, I started thinking I'm changing into them. That's how much these people talk about this. I thought I was them too. I thought they were referring to me as Barack or fucking Biden because of the amount of times that it comes out their mouth. Like, goddamn, bro, that's the only shit you know? You mean to tell me that this whole time Donald Trump hasn't done anything? Donald Trump hasn't done anything. Donald Trump. Yo, add a nickname. Tell me something Donald Trump has done wrong. I'll wait. I'll wait. Come on. Tell me something Donald Trump has done wrong. Nah, Todd, that's why I want to hear it from him. I want to hear it from some MAGA supporter. What Donald Trump has done wrong. Because if you telling me that this president hasn't done anything wrong, that means in his first administration, he didn't do anything wrong either. That's legit. That's legit. That's the highly believable part right there, where they want to say. So you have to start with the only billionaire victim. It was just like, It's just crazy to me because the thing is people don't realize that, and the thing is MAGA. See, that's why I call MAGA so fucking stupid. Because the thing is these people got so distracted by supposed Somalian fraud that was already uncovered. People have been convicted and trials have already happened. But then you have the evidence of the Epstein files, and somehow you forget that it's happening. You forget that existed. You forget that was. You just forgot completely, huh? Law and order. Kids being trafficked. Pedophiles. And y'all just forgot about it. MAGA, MAGA, MAGA. I hope what you get comes to you in the worst way. I don't care who's in the files. They all need to be castrated. They all need to be castrated. Bill Clinton should be the first one. But if Bill Clinton is getting castrated, I want to make sure everybody else on that list is being castrated. I don't want them to just push out the names that they want you to get angry about. Because the thing is that's what they were trying to do when they pushed out those Bill Clinton pictures. But then that's why Bill Clinton said, nah, bro, let them all out. Let them all out. It's just like, the crazy thing is like, put it like this. This is one thing that MAGA doesn't understand. The US going into these countries and causing turmoil is the reason they try to come here. They ain't think about that. Because the thing is they didn't care about Venezuelans. They were mad at Venezuelans because they were supposedly taking over a fucking what was it that they took over? Yeah, believe it or not, it's like Ty, it's not even like the thing is it's not even funny anymore. That shit is like sad. It's sad that y'all that ignorant, that racist, and that dumb. That's crazy to me. It was just like your ignorance and your fucking bigotry has led you to this point right now where the truth is no longer available. Exactly. Racism is expensive. Oh, I know. I know. And I can't wait for the rest of this year. I can't wait for the rest of this year. I can't wait. I can't wait to see how racism gets so expensive. Where all these red states can't afford shit. I can't wait. I can't wait to see how expensive it gets. It's gonna be lovely. I'm gonna be okay. I hope y'all will be okay. What sucks is that those that won't be okay that didn't ask for this. But those that voted for this, oh, I can't fucking I can't wait to see MAGA start eating itself from the inside. Is that they don't want to understand because the thing is they don't have the thought process or the ability to rationalize what's going on. That's the thing. Most of these people are going off of talking points that somebody that is a billionaire is telling them. A billionaire that's never had to work multiple jobs. A billionaire that's never had to struggle and make sure to work like about 60 hours a week. A billionaire that has never fucking had to worry about when his next meal was coming. A billionaire that didn't have to worry about paying for school lunches. A billionaire that basically drives and flies everywhere he needs to without any worry of accommodations. A billionaire that can send his kid to a university but then tell their dumb fuck asses that they don't need to go to one. You still listening to a billionaire? You still cherishing the billionaires? You still want to follow what the billionaires say? The same with, oh no, that's what I'm saying, DJ, because the thing is if you look at the numbers, that's why I say sometimes it's not even about racism. Sometimes it's just they want to screw people over to make money. Because the thing is if you look at it, the people that are mostly on government assistance is people. So they literally screwing their own kind just to make another buck. Because what they want to do is get all those lazy white people off of benefits so that they can have to start working again. Because if you notice the numbers, close to 50% of the people that are on benefits are white. They're the majority. But the thing is it's easy to point at it and say, oh, black people have SNAP benefits. Yeah, they're only like 10%, not 43. That's a big difference. Yeah, that is true too, Ty. Because a lot of it is sometimes it is just hate. Sometimes it is just hate that these people have. Some of it is ignorance. Like I said, there's some that have changed their tune and now they're independents. Because they saw what the fuck happened. Said Jesus be a fucking lottery win. Most MAGA have EBT. The thing is that they don't call it SNAP. So they're too stupid to realize that. The same way when they got Medicare subsidies and Medicaid subsidies, in their states, they didn't call it that. They probably called it whatever the state named it, but it was still that federal funding coming in. The federal funding was coming into them and they were getting reductions on their payments. But it wasn't called the same because if you go to certain states, they have a different name for their Medicaid service. So when they hear Medicaid and they look at their bill and it doesn't say Medicaid, they're not concerned because that doesn't affect me. That's those lazy people. But then now they're gonna realize when their insurance is just like, well, your copay now is 150. 150. I wasn't paying this last year. I would just love to. That's what you voted for, though. I didn't. My insurance is good. I got a nice job. I'm good. I'm covered. I'm a United States veteran. I'm I'm a disabled veteran, permanent and total disabled veteran, because the military fucked me up. I'm taken care of. Are you though? Because you were barely affording to pay bills now, because you were complaining about eggs and milk and all this other shit. Now imagine you get sick. What you gonna do? Rob a hospital for medication? That's what y'all gonna resort to? What the fuck y'all gonna do? Because clearly y'all couldn't afford to fucking survive right now. Now imagine surviving without having to be able to go to the doctor. Imagine you going to the doctor and them telling you, nah, bro, you broke. Fuck out my face. This is the thing that people don't realize. Any benefit that was created in this country was for white people. Any benefit that was created in this country was for white people. Because remember, in the 60s, black people couldn't even go to the same schools. So anything that got created as an assistance program was created for white people. Even when it came to the military. Because the VA loan was created to help those white service members that came back from the war to get a home. They weren't giving them to the minorities. They weren't giving it to black people. Why you think the saying, why when you pause you still I be doing that a lot. It was like they didn't even want to give them disability checks. Everything that anybody has as a minority had to fight for it, and they had to justify for it. You had to have Martin Luther King get shot. Because remember, you know the saying when black people, a lot of black people be saying this, and I got a lot of black friends. I am part black. I am part African, part European. I'm a mutt because, you know, slave trade. You know. Morning, Miss Darling. But yeah, my sister did the ancestry thing, and it's just like I'm half African, I'm half European. I'm a fucking mutt. I'm not ashamed to fucking say that. I'm not ashamed to say what my roots really are. I know I'm part black. It was like, you see how black don't crack? That shit ain't come from nowhere. You think I look this young? Cause come on, bro. What? Nah, fuck out of it. I'm a fucking mutt. I am of Dominican Republic heritage because that's where my family came from. But they have African and European there, plus some Taino, you know, the natives that were there. But you know what's funny, Carla? That's how my daughter calls people, and I love it. I love when my daughter does it. See, like that human right there, but they're standing right there. I'm just like, what? Just like that human right there. That shit kills me every single time. That human. And I'm just like, I don't even correct her. I don't. And it's funny to me. It was just like, but you remember that human at the store? And I'm just like, about which one? Sorry. It's funny trying the human there. I was just like they all humans, but you're right. But which one specifically are you trying to tell me? That little girl cracks me up, man. They ain't got no filter, but she just says it too. And it's just like, you know that human that has that dog. I really like their dog, but I don't know who that human is. I'm just like, what? My kid is a trip, man. It's just it's just like that's what I'm saying. Everybody comes from somewhere. It was just like unless you were on this fucking big ass piece of land before anybody else got to it, you probably a mix of something. Those ancestry things I do believe are a scam. I think what those ancestry things are trying to do is that they're trying to find a certain DNA or a certain line of people. That's what I always thought those ancestry things did. It wasn't to actually tell you what your background or your heritage was. It's to find out whose bloodline comes from what. That's my thought process about it. On once they started buying it up, it's just like, damn, if people start telling us where they're from, we can distinguish where people are from, where they're coming from, and stuff like that. I'm just like, find out I'm a princess. Be like, yo, hey man, I'm about to go to Africa and become a king, bro. Y'all come with me. I'm about to be that prince. Y'all know that prince that sends you that email that if you send me $5 million, I'll turn it into 10 million when you come to Africa with me. That's gonna be me. I'm telling you. Don't slack now. Don't slack now. Just remember, just show up and be like, hey, Cruz, you remember me? I'm so and so from TikTok. I'm be like, all right, man, here's your property. Get on then. Turn $20 into $5 billion. All you got to do is send me that $20. I'm a fucking African prince. Fuck you talking about? Shit. $5 billion. Just like but that's the thing, man. It's just like, it's to be that naive. Like, all these white people, y'all come from Europe. Y'all European Americans. The same way you want to say people are African American because they black, or Hispanic Americans, or Mexican American, you European American. You need to figure out which fucking country you came from so we can identify you as the proper American. You can be a Polish American because you're mostly from Poland. Yeah, they're European American, Ty. It was just like, I remember when somebody was doing that. That was like a couple of months ago. Somebody was talking about that. Like, yeah, well, they're European Americans. It was just like, because y'all from Europe. Y'all not from America. The same way y'all want to say that black people are African Americans. Mexicans are Mexican Americans. The natives are Native American. So, bitch, you a European American. You ain't from here. You can't stand in the sun for too long. That's not a fucking American trait. Not my fault. What the fuck you mad at me for? Yeah, that's why I say it, Southwest. That's why you gotta call them European American. But the reason I don't like doing that is the thing is that some of these people are on our side. That's why I don't like calling them all European American, because I don't want to disrespect them, but at the same time, fuck them. They all European American. Apologize to any white people that's in here. You're European American. I am Hispanic American, I guess. Yeah, exactly. The real white people that actually understand what everyone's going through understand that. White people would still not be they'll still be the majority, but the thing is you got to look at it. The thing is that they try to keep the other populations down, and that's a whole nother story and a whole nother fucking topic. Because they try to keep the populations down. If you don't look at it in the view of, how is it that the African American population has stayed the same for the past 100-something years? How do you still have the same percentages? It hasn't grown as much as it should. You know why? No, because they locking them up. How many black men don't we have in prison right now? All those black men could be fathers if they weren't arrested for whatever stupidity they got arrested for. They just are honest. It was just like, that's how they keep population down. You gotta arrest everybody. Arrest all the people that can procreate. Put use syphilis test on them, like the Tuskegee Airmen. Have a crack and cocaine epidemic. Give them bad conditions to live in, and then don't assist them in creating better quality. But tell them they're lazy. Sound familiar? They don't like those conversations. That's why, come on, Miss Darling. You know I don't have I have no filter when it comes to these conversations. I have no filter to that because it's the fucking truth. It's the same thing with the immigration. Yeah, because the thing is You have a lot of immigrants in this country. But the thing is that they don't want the reproduction of brown people. They don't want the number to grow. Because if you saw all the statistics and stuff that they were showing, it showed that by 2050, white European Americans were going to become and no longer be the majority in 2050. So what do? You start grabbing up all the brown people you can legit do or are illegal or whatever the fuck you want to call it, and you start getting rid of them. That's what it is. They will become the minority. And since they are scared to become the minority, they have to get rid of those numbers. Because the thing is with the African American population, they've incarcerated most of them. Shit, how many African Americans aren't incarcerated for years on years on years for smoking a joint? Or why is it that in the states where they threw more drugs into, they just happen to have more stricter and longer terms for the problem? Because remember in New York City, remember that all you had to do was have a little bit of whatever and you would be in jail for a minimum of like 10 years? Remember in New York City how they did that? Just so happened that they throw all those places that just happen to be having this epidemic that somehow nobody had resources to have. And now, see, and that's the thing, Ty. Now it's perfectly okay to smoke. But none of those people got pardoned. Those people have been in jail. Now those people have records. They can't vote. They can't get adequate jobs. And then, women don't want to deal with a broke dude. So you just shunned a whole population. Because you can't get a good job, you can't get a degree, you can't get any financial assistance, but you've been in jail this whole time. Even though you did your time in your service, you're still treated as a convict. Yeah, cartoon is the hand. Yeah. It was the thing is that that's why they wanted to do it. That's why they didn't like it. That's why if you notice how a lot of European whites don't like the fact that whites are mixing with other races. They don't like that because they don't want to have mix. They don't like mixed babies. Yeah, prison is another thing, but those are the conversations I don't want to have. See, a black person how they feel about Muslim or Jew or any religion. Ain't nobody care. Don't nobody care about anybody's religion but white people. White Christians. Well, no, I can't say that. Christians, the worst of the worst, are the only ones that care about anybody else's religion. I don't give a fuck about anybody else doing what they gotta do. I gotta take care of myself. I'm not concerned if Ty's making fucking $55 million a year. Ty ain't giving me that money. So that shit don't concern me. That's exactly DJ. That's exactly what I was talking about. That's why I said at first I said it was just white Christians, but then it was just like, no, it's Christians. Cause that black dude was out there protesting fucking the monks talk about if you ain't with Jesus, you leading these people to hell. I was like, excuse the fuck out of me. If I would have been that, I would have. Bro, I'm glad I wasn't with those monks. I would have slapped the shit out that dude for him. They'd be like, look, monk, you peaceful. I the sure as fuck am not. Shut your bitch. Come on, bro. Like, you serious? You're gonna come to people that are walking peacefully to try to tell them that Jesus is the only way, and if you ain't leading these people to Jesus, you leading them to hell. What kind of fuck ass shit is that? How the fuck did you think that? What? Exactly. You with walkers? You bothering people that just want to walk? The fuck? Like, you can't be. You went out of your way to make a sign and then try to talk to this man and tell him that he was leading them to hell because he did not have Jesus. That shit was that was one of the craziest things I think I viewed when I saw that. It was just like, this goes against every single fucking principle that you have. Bruh, it's only fucking January 8th. Bro, shit. You know what this year's reminding me of? 2020. This is what this year's reminding me of. 2020. It was like, you remember how in 2020 each month was just like worse than the last one? Some more fucked up ass shit happened the fucking previous month. Then the next month some wild ass shit happened. And then the next shit, it was just like, God dang. I got my first grade. You see all of these shits? These motherfuckers. By the end of this year, y'all might see a whole fucking white. I may have to actually dye my hair black. All the fucking fuck shit these people doing. It's fun. Y'all gonna see me fucking bright black. I'm like, damn, Cruz, what happened to your hair? 2026. The fuck you mean? What happened to my hair? It's just like, it's crazy, man. It's just like it's sad because we're dealing with this shit, but it's even sad that you have. That's why it was just like, look, I can't wait for these people to die off. I'm sorry. That is terrible to say. That's the first time I think I've ever said something of that sort. That's the first time I think I've said anything of that sort. But these people need to die off. All these racist ass people that came up, y'all need to go. We need your Medicare to run out faster. I need you to not be able to fulfill your prescriptions faster. At this point, I don't give a fuck. It was just like, it's crazy. Yo, and that's and it's the worst. You, you know how bad that shit sounds, but it's just like, at this point, bro, it was just like, a person that knows love, a person that knows caring, a person that's always looking out for somebody. Nah, your shit need to go now. Y'all need to go, because the world will be such a better place with the reduction of hate that you bring. All you old fucks that were in the fucking Martin Luther King era, because you got to remember, some of these motherfuckers are the ones in office right now. Need to go. I know that shit sounds crazy, and I'm sorry, but fuck them. I'm tired, bro. I'm tired of just, like, sometimes it's just like, yo, you take the high road, right? I'm tired, bro. I'm tired of the high road. I'm tired of the high road. My moral compass is still the way it's supposed to be. It's starting to slip. It's starting to slip. My thought process, like it's bad for me, because it's like, even if I were to see somebody with a damn red MAGA hat get hit in an accident, I would probably run up to him and help him. Not no more. That's how bad it's gotten. They'd be like, oh shit, you got a red, nah. Well, hope Donald Trump comes and saves you. because the fuck I am. Fuck out of here. It's bad to fucking say. I'm sorry. And that shit is terrible to fucking say. It's terrible to say. But the thing is most of these people try to teach love through the Christian way. We've seen how nothing is good as fucking Christian love, right? No hate is stronger than Christian love. Because when you protesting monks, bitch, they didn't even know you existed till you decided to come in front of them when they just walking. And that's what it is. At this point, I want this motherfucker to burn. No healthcare? Cool. Because that means y'all gonna die off. Because y'all not gonna be able to pay for bills. Y'all not gonna get your prescriptions filled. You're not gonna have hospitals to go to when you have an emergency. Because you're gonna bleed out before the time you reach the actual hospital that you can get to. But that's your fault. Not nobody else's. You voted for this. You wanted this. You wanted these things to happen. Ain't nobody else. We told you this was gonna happen. Congress will have health care till Congress can't do shit. Because it's getting to the point where people are just not gonna start, like, put it like this. People are gonna, the problem with billionaires and millionaires is that they don't understand how resourceful and what people are capable of doing when they're in the struggle. The world becomes a really dangerous place. Because when people don't have the way to get their stuff by paying for it, they rob, they steal, they commit crime. And you're going to have a lot of these places doing that shit. Because they ain't going to be able to survive off this shit. Oh, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I said with this whole Medicare thing, I can't wait. Man, I can't wait for all these rural fucking dumbasses that wanted all these, people of color to lose their benefits, even though they were the ones benefiting from it from another state, to feel what it is to not have an assistance that you had created for your ass because you couldn't support yourself, but you wanted to blame it on somebody else because you were getting it. Tad Stomer. Now I haven't seen, like, most of the content that I've seen. The past 2 days, all I've been doing is anybody that's posting anything of this shooting. That's all I've been doing. TikTok has been trying to throw me off. TikTok been trying to throw me some random ass videos. Like, bitch, I wasn't watching this. Let's get back to the facts. Let's keep on pushing this shit out. Just like that's the thing. People, they don't understand that. But the thing is we have to wait for them to see this. They have to feel what it is to not have the benefits that they were receiving before. Because that's the thing. Most of these people don't understand that because they didn't think that process through. They didn't see that. He is a resistance history professor, stuff like that. Can't watch cat videos right now. I was like, nah, bro, I ain't watching this shit. I was just like, ain't no time for no funny shit right now. These people want you to be funny, haha. Ain't nothing funny about this situation. This is real life situation. There's real stuff that's going on. These are real people that are being hurt. These are innocent people that's being hurt. And one video I did see was the whole the Nuremberg trials thing. We need to do that. Us as the people need to hold the Nuremberg trials. I saw a video of a content creator. I think I saved it. I might have reposted it. the U.S. held the Nuremberg for Germany. Ain't no U.S. gonna turn on itself when they can't even fucking unredact Epstein list files and arrest the people on the list. They're not gonna go after their own people. Look at how they protecting this fucking murderer now. This would have to be the people taking over and the people making sure these people go to jail. Because clearly the U.S. ain't going to do it. The U.S. hasn't been able to do it now, and we have evidence, millions of fucking files showing what's going on. It's going to have to be something of the sort. If we do these midterms, everybody needs to be voted out. Every piece of shit that was in there needs to be voted out. The problem is that you have all these dumb fuck red states that are still gonna vote for the same dumb red dumb motherfuckers. That's why I say, if your people all doing it, and that's it. That's the only thing right now. That's why it's all these young people you see that are trying to come into the ranks and try to get into legislation and do that shit. That's what we need to vote in. Vote people in their 30s in. All these old fucks. This is like, have you seen the Senate? The Senate is nothing but fucking 70-plus-year-olds, motherfuckers that are past their retirement age, trying to run the country. Like, bro, your time has come. Your Medicare hasn't run out. That's because you got fucking universal health care. That's the only reason you probably still alive. Their Twitter and all their shit is run by somebody in a foreign country. Like, that's why I was just like, the only way, like, that's why I keep telling y'all, y'all want me to run into politics, and I believe I should run for politics, but at the same time, it's just like, I can't run for politics when we have all these people. Yeah, we don't have, November's a long time from now. Changes need to happen now. Changes need to happen now, because if you're going to allow people to shoot people for whatever fucking reason, you're going to allow people to jump into people's cars without fucking identifying themselves or without actually having a reason to, there's going to be, just have your Second Amendment, man. That's all I'm going to tell y'all. That's it. Because this isn't going to go to hands. This isn't going to end up in writing. Just make sure y'all have your Second Amendment. That's it. That's all I can say. Yeah, that's why I said in their 30s, because you have to be 35 to be president. But then there should be a cutoff that you should only go up to like, you can start at 35 and cutoff is 60. I think 60 would be okay. So at 55, I'll take 55. 55 is fine too. 55 is fine too. I don't know. First 21-year-old president. Nah, that's too young. I need a person that has lived a little. That's what we need. We need people that have lived a little. We need people like who? Like Zoran Mamdani. That's who we need. A young person in their 30s that actually wants to fix and do stuff for the people where they represent. Start pouring again. Fuck. Have y'all in bed by Yeah, everything's gonna have. Don't put me. That's why I was just like. That's why motherfuckers don't like pushing my thing. Because the thing is if you notice, all the people that are trying to run for politics or something like that, this app minimizes them. That's why all these I just have them recorded on YouTube, so y'all can watch them again if y'all want to. If somebody just found me, and hopefully down the road I become a very popular person, they can go back and be like, "Damn, this dude's been an asshole since day." That'll be the funny. Damn, this guy's been an asshole. And he's still an asshole. Like, damn, this motherfucker hasn't changed since day one. Because that's the thing, is like they try to minimize it. It was like you have so many people here that have it, and then you've already seen how TikTok isn't paying people out no more. Because they only want to pay the people that they want to pay. That's why with YouTube, I don't have any issues with YouTube, because the thing is if people watch my videos, it don't matter who you are, YouTube will pay me. And it'll tell you, hey, advertisers are paying this much for your video and you are receiving that, which is most of the time like half of what an advertiser's paying for, you get that. Yeah, they're only paying distractions because it feeds them. It was just like, you have people here, like, how are you going to tell me that you want to restrict my live from misinformation, but you allow a full video to get like 700 views, 700,000 views? The fuck? I get restricted for misinformation for telling the truth, but you got motherfuckers blatantly lying and then you pushing that shit onto my feed. It's like they rubbing it in. It was like, hey, bro, just become ignorant. If you ignorant, we'll push your stuff. You just got to be a bit more ignorant. Like, nah, I ain't gonna lie to people. I thought about just going unfiltered and just cursing the whole time, but then people were like, nah, this dude just angry. It was like, nah, I'm angry at dumb people. There's a difference. I'm angry at dumb people and stupidity. There's a difference. And I was like, y'all don't understand that. There's a classification there with it. But let me see. I love how people just like the videos I posted. It's just funny to me that people are still trying to argue. Like, y'all really trying to argue on some of these videos? Damn, that video got 20,000 views. Damn, I didn't think that shit was gonna go. Damn, I didn't think that shit was gonna go. So that's the crazy part, right? That video got 20,000 views. But then the other one, the one where I shows the Fox News angle, and then I show the guy getting shot in the face, only got 500 views. How that make sense? The other video, which one was it? The other one I had, right? The one that I put that the first one I did on this, the ICE just unalived a U.S. citizen. That video had, at first, it has almost 4,000 views, right? That video had 300, I think, 60 views, right? And it had 54 shares. 350 views. And I had 54 shares out of those 350 views. And my video stopped at 4K? Come on, TikTok. Like, damn, just say you hate a motherfucker. That's it. I'll be happy. If at least you told me you ain't like my ass, at least I'll understand. Like, all right, I know my shit ain't gonna hit. Let me go somewhere else. But damn. The one video showing that the dude gets shot in the face, I was just like, just try to go back to her. So you're sitting on his gun from my. Because they're minimizing it and they're deleting it. I'm surprised that video hasn't been deleted. You know one which did get deleted? The one I have of the picture of the dude. That shit says it's ineligible for recommendation. The picture of the guy, I posted it. I put it on my story also. And it says it's ineligible for recommendation. Since when are we ineligible to put a picture of somebody that doesn't even show their full face? Because you can't even recognize him, because that's the one where he still has the mask on. But you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I say that's why it's like YouTube. I'm gonna try to keep growing that. We're gonna keep on doing that. Oh no, that's why I screen recorded those videos. The videos that I uploaded were screen recorded. So I screen recorded the video from Fox News, and then I screen recorded the other video of the guy getting shot in the face from that angle that nobody else has been showing, and I put them up. That's why that video is getting so many views, because people didn't see that. But at the same time, TikTok wants people to see that because they want people to get angry. They want people to fight back. So that's why they want to make sure to push that video so that people see, like, oh my God, this guy just shot him in the face. That's why they're doing that. That's why they want to do it, because it's like, oh shit, this dude just shot him in the fucking face. Everybody should be angry. The video, and that's why they're not showing that. That's why my video is probably getting that many views, because people are seeing it. It's like, oh shit. Yo, why is it that random ass people always want to send me a fucking message request, talk about check somebody else's live out? The fuck? Like, come on now. It's just like that shit is stupid. The shit is just stupid. It was like the dude shot a dude in the face, point blank range. He said, I'm live my damn exactly what I was saying. But the thing is, Miss Darling, I don't even have that person as a friend. That's what confuses me. Like, how am I getting, like, I don't even have you as a friend or anything. I've never seen your account before, and now you just messaging me randomly. Like, I understand if you share it, you know, you'll get, like, if you share something, I'll see, oh, Miss Darling sent me a share for a thing. I'm like, I know who you are. But somebody that, if you have to show up as a message request where I have to accept your message because I've never interacted with you before, and you sending me a live, like, well, Vegas. But the thing is if you sharing a live, it's somebody that you sharing the live, you're gonna send it to the people in your live, so the people in your story will see it. The people that know you will see it when you share that live. A person isn't gonna go into a message request. That's why I went, because I said, because most of the time when I get a message request, it's some dumbass trying to talk shit to me or something. And it was just like, nah, I go to the request and it's just like, oh, I'm sharing this live. And I'm just like, the fuck? I was like, I don't even know who you are, bro. Like, I never seen you. Like, some people it's because of the live I just had, but it was just like the person with no name, no picture, talk about. Yeah, it probably is. It's probably some like MAGA content creator that you're gonna try to have me up there, and then they're gonna kick me off because they're gonna be mad as hell. I don't be joining MAGA lives no more. Y'all too fucking stupid for me. And that's the thing on this fucking thing. You can't tell which person is a bot anymore and which isn't. Oh, like, you know when you had to, you remember when people had to get verified, but it was just so that you knew the person was real? That's what TikTok need to do, because all these bots is fucking outrageous. Hell no, we don't do that here. we don't join that shit no more. I ain't dealing with y'all dumb fucks. Like what? Because the thing is you know you're not gonna fucking talk with me by yourself. I know you got backup. I haven't gone into one live where it hasn't been a 2-on-1 against me, where one person's talking to me while the other one is researching. Like, bro, if I got backup too, I'm gonna fucking destroy you too. Imagine if I had somebody just looking up facts of what you were saying to contradict you. The fuck? Yeah, that's what they try to do. It'd be like, so they talk to you, and then the other guy, you see him in the background like this. Well, actually, bro, the conversation wasn't with you. I'm talking to the fucking host. If his dumbass wanted me here, he should be the one answering. It shouldn't be your dumbass fucking helping him. What the fuck? I came in to debate him, but you the one answering? All you hear is this shit. Like, damn, bro. That must be some hella some fucking research you're doing and you still wrong? God damn. How the fuck you figure that out? How you type so hard and still be wrong? Well, I Google searched this. Well, if you would have Google searched it a bit deeper, you would have seen that what you just decided to hand pick doesn't work for your situation. It makes you look foolish. Yeah, and they're still wrong because they'll just read the art. They'll read the headline: "Violent protester shot and killed in Minnesota." That's what some of these people had as headlines. They had violent protester shot in Minnesota. And that's what they went off of. Then after that, it's any assumption. Yes, Ty, violent protester tried to kill, or tried to kill, tried to run over one of the. It was something like that, but it had violent protester, and I was just like, what? And then when these dumbasses reading it, yeah, none of them, and that's why I kept saying, none of them said white citizen killed in Minnesota. And Facebook is the fucking worst. The amount of people I want to curse out on Facebook, but it's like, damn, there's too many of y'all dumb fucks. Y'all not even gonna read what I say anyway. It's the same source. It was just like I said. That's why I called out the fucking Hodge twins, because for some reason I blocked them on Facebook, but you can't block nobody. You can only snooze them. Facebook has turned into a fucking cesspool. And especially the fact that now you have to click to just see your friends shit. That's what I do. Because there's the option, there's the first option, then there's the friends. You got to click on the friends so that you can actually see your friends and the people you know. If you stay on the regular one, they'll throw one of your friends' posts in between random ass people you never seen, never heard of, would never want to listen to. Like, why the fuck are you showing me MAGA shit knowing damn well I ain't no fucking MAGA? Like, your algorithm is all sorts of fucked. But it's okay though. But y'all, I'm head out. I'm head out. They're just ultra grift. The Hodge twins have been grifting the whole time because you have dumbass white people that listen to them. Why? Because they're black guys that are talking shit about the people they also dislike. I only keep Facebook because of my friends. You know what's funny? This is how old I am. I was on Facebook when it was only on college campuses. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. I was on Facebook when it was only on college campuses. Motherfuckers don't even know about MySpace. Everybody was coding. I just keep it from my family and friends, the people I served in the military with, and people I grew up with, people's friends and stuff like that. That's what I have Facebook for. Because the thing is that's how I see everybody's kids growing up. That's it. MySpace, everybody was coding. You can put your own theme music. You can do all that shit. And they were just like, man, these motherfuckers is gonna develop AI before we need AI. They were just like, we gotta put a stop to this shit. These motherfuckers are doing too much. Everybody was a fucking coding engineer. That top 8, bro. That top 8. Man, motherfuckers be like, yo, you ain't have me. Hey, bro. Why ain't I in your top 8, bro? Why am I number 7? Fuck is that, bro? How you got me at number 7, bro? I thought we was cool. The fuck you mean I'm 7, bro? I should be like number 1 or number 2. What the fuck you mean you got me at the bottom of the list? Nah, bro, fuck you. I ain't talking to you. Type shit like, damn, bro. It's just a... Nah, Ty. MySpace was different because the thing is MySpace, it had a top 8. So you can put your top 8 favorites, whoever those friends were. Oh, if you were in a relationship and they didn't have you as number one, you were not in a relationship. That was the easiest. That was a. You know how before it used to be like when it was on Facebook, it's official. With MySpace, it was official when you were number one. When you were number one, that's when it was official. The same way when in Facebook, if that shit ain't posted on Facebook, it ain't official. She don't love you, bro. You ain't posted on Facebook, she don't love you, bro. Yo, MySpace had motherfuckers angry for no reason. Talk about you ain't put me at your top. I'm not even in the top 5. That's disrespectful. I thought you was my best friend. Like, bitch, if she ain't top 2, it's over. What is it that he says? He was just like, I know I'm top 2 and I ain't 2 or some shit. Some shit like that. Yep, and that's what it was. Always some crazy shit. Why am I not your background? Yo, Ty, I'm telling you, that shit would start fights. That shit would literally start arguments and fights with people just because it's just like, you don't have me in your top 5? Like I said, I'm number 7. I thought I was your best friend. I don't like you no more. Then they go to their MySpace and change you off take you off the whole fucking list. And then they'd be mad and start feuding because it's just like, damn, you took me off the whole list. I'm not even part of the top 8. Yeah, that's just. No, you had to do that. I was just like, nah, man. I think, and then you had the ability to put it on random, and I think that was the safest thing you could do. Because when you start putting, they ask you, how come I in the, yo, relax, my shit is on random. I should just randomly put people there. I ain't got no top. Relax, bro. You trying to fight me because you ain't on my top list? My shit changes on its own, bro. I coded it so that it's random because y'all was getting mad for no fucking reason. So I changed the name. Tom was a real one, man. That was a cool thing. You can put your music player, you can put music on your profile. So you can pick whatever song you wanted and you can put it as your profile. Yeah. It was chill as fuck. It was imagine so I don't even know what you can compare to it now. Because the thing is, it was kind of like Facebook, but you had Facebook, but then you had the ability to put whatever you wanted. So whatever you wanted to like highlight, like if you wanted to put your hobbies or some shit, you can make a section for it. You wanted to do this, you can put a section for it. Like you can literally customize everything on your page. The color, the accents, the font, the fucking you can have fucking all sorts of shit. If you knew how to code it, you could just make your page and that was your page. So you went onto MySpace and you had the ability to do all that. And you just put it there. How Facebook beat MySpace, that's what I don't get. Because the thing is MySpace was, yeah, the animated backgrounds too. Yeah. And then when you fucked your shit up, yo, everybody did see it. It was like code is wrong and it was just like it wouldn't show the page or some shit. But the thing was that MySpace, he was just trying to make that as a chill place. It was just a place where you had your own page, you customized it, and you had your friends and you had people that could find you that way. Facebook blew up more because Facebook was just in college. Facebook, when it first created, was just college. You couldn't customize anything. It was literally like how they had discussion boards and groups. It was for you to find people that were in your class or somebody that took your thing and had a class or had a book, and you can just like I would search up like, hey, this book, and you'd be like, oh, you have that one, and be like, you can study with people and make study like that. But then the fact is that they spread it to family, and then from there that blew up. Because the thing is everybody started making a Facebook. If you weren't in high school, you weren't really making a MySpace. If you were older, you weren't really making a MySpace. So that was just like a niche of like teenage group of people that was in my space. Whereas Facebook said, yo, your grandma could get this shit. And what did grandma do? I gotta fucking add all these random people. I gotta make these 8 different profiles because I keep forgetting every single fucking password. I know y'all went through that shit. I know y'all went through that. When you made that profile for your fucking grandparents and these motherfuckers kept on forgetting the fucking thing, and all next thing you know, they got a new profile. Like, this isn't why is this person trying to add me? And it's a new account that they had. I've had the same account since. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see where my shit is from. Because I've changed so many fucking emails. Where would I find that? Where would you find how old your account is? That's what I'm trying to figure. How would I find where how old my shit is? Because my shit go back. My shit is old. I just can't. Where the fuck does it say that? Go to settings. Settings and privacy settings. Let's see. Phone language, personal details, press check out default. All of a sudden, account info, account history. What the fuck is this shit? I don't see that shit. Account center, info, access info. Oh, an account center. Okay, let me see account center. Is it personal details? I'm on the Meta Center, but I don't. Okay, so I went to settings, and it's at settings and privacy. Under personal info, personal details, Meta verified. I ain't paying for no Meta verified. Fuck out of here. That bullshit. Personal details, no. Password and security, no. Your information and permissions. This shit is not doing that. My shit is all sorts of weird. Hold on. Let's start this from the beginning. So I'm at I clicked on the right, I went to settings and privacy, and then click on settings. Right? Yeah, I fell into a rabbit hole. I was about to leave. Now I gotta find out what my fucking account is before I can leave. Absence, journalist recent service. I'm trying to see how old my shit is because I know my shit is old. I've been here for a while. Okay, I'm at settings. I'm at settings. Settings and privacy, because that's what it says for me. Settings and privacy. Oh, you can. Oh, damn! I should have thought of that. That's real dumb of me. Creation date, allow people to share stories, reaction from consumer, identity confirmation, your information, and permissions. So I put creation date, and then it gives me a list of reaction preferences, consumer health policies, then info and permissions. Okay. Okay, I'm there. On my infos and permissions, access info. I don't have that. It doesn't say access info. Oh, access your information. Okay. Okay. So your information includes one of the things you shared, things we collect in your Facebook profile information, other profile information, so access information for other types of profiles. You can access there. To view and manage your Facebook profile information, you can go to activity log, Facebook settings, privacy center, export your information. That's why I'm like, it doesn't tell me, it's telling me to, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't tell, that's why I was confused. It was like, because it's not telling me that. Or maybe it's because I am doing it on my computer, so maybe it's different. Hold on, give me a sec. Let me go check this real quick. Well, details. Nope. It's not populating. First time I see Cruz, it's confused. Oh shit. I was like, cause that's the thing. It's just like I know my shit is old, but it's not telling me like, cause I have a. I, see, no, that's what I'm saying. They have tried to make it so difficult for you to find any information on Facebook that it's ridiculous. It was like on my personal details, it doesn't say. It doesn't say like what you want. Oh, see. Talk to them while I continue to be confused. No, I don't. I think it's probably saved on there. Because you would think it would be in profile details, but it's not. If on Facebook say we don't need to know how old you are. That's what Facebook do. We don't need to know how old you are, bro. You old, we get it. We don't need you to search for it. We've confirmed it. You from the beginning of time. We got you, bro. Why you always got to be on my keyboard though? Why? Now you got a tail all up in their face. Like what the hell is wrong with you? Always, bro. He got fed. I made sure to feed him before I started the live. That's how I know. I made sure to do that. I made sure to feed him before I started the live because I knew he was going to be hungry. Bro, I still can't. That's this is like It's funny because they'd be like, "Oh, the ancestors." I'd be like, "Ah, slap the shit out your." It was like you were born in the 1900s. I was like, if you don't get the fuck out my face with that shit, I'ma slap. Your cat don't. Oh no, this one sleeps next to me. This one will make sure to cuddle next to me, and he will sleep next to me. No matter who's next to me or whatnot, he will find a spot and he will cuddle next to me. I really don't know what the fuck, man. Y'all now y'all gonna have me here the whole fucking day looking for this shit. I do gotta go though. I'm gonna figure this shit out. You know what? Sit over here. There you go. He does that. My cat does that when I wake up. When I wake up, that's when he sees that I'm awake and I'm moving. He'll come and he'll climb on my chest so I can pet him. But besides that, he'll sit and he'll stay. Uh, this shit made no sense. Oh no, he hasn't done that. That he hasn't done. Let's see. It's like, why do I gotta export my info? I'm just trying to see when the fuck I made this, man. Like, what the fuck, Facebook? In your hair? Oh shit, nah. That's nigga under my shirt when I sleep to go. Oh nah. This guy he knows is just like he knows. He'll come like if I'm up late night. Yeah, I'm gonna back it up because I ain't finding this shit. It was like he'll come like when I'm doing the late night streams or is later on in the night, he comes to here to try to get me to go to bed. Cause he'll like wait for me to go to bed so that he can lay down next to me. Love this guy. Closest thing was activity log. I checked that and it didn't. I'm just like, bro, what? Why would Facebook make this so difficult? Like it used to say it. It used to say it, I believe, on your profile. That's when it used to say it. It used to say on the shit first profile pic. I'm gonna be scrolling for a while. Let me see. Cause I got a lot of pics of the military in there, pictures of my family there. So that's what I'm saying. This shit'll go back a while. That's at least 10 years of different photos in different locations, different countries, when I was traveling. Shit, I got pictures up there of Kuwait, pictures of Germany, pictures of fucking Italy, Switzerland. I got a lot of shit. I got my baby pictures that I would put up. You know, every Veterans Day, we got to put that temporary bullshit up. This all that's popping up. Fucking Facebook is fucking ridiculous. Profile pictures. Let's see. What is the... I have the picture I have, which is not the first picture I have, is of January 8th, 2007. Holy shit. Literally 19 years ago. Golly. And that was me with a buzz cut. You found it. All right. Yeah, 2007 was where I have pictures. That's when I used to. Profile. Okay, so go to my profile, intro section. What is the intro section? That's what I'm saying. Go to my profile, right? So I click on my profile, it pops up. And then I got to go to intro section because it just says personal details, work, education, contact info, highlights, friends, photos. It has the about section, details about me, and it has, damn, I got some old ass quotes in there. Personal details, it just shows my birthday. Shows when I got married, my family, people, birthdays, high school, hometown, following, birthdays, friends requests, add photos, reels, check-ins, likes, events, groups. Nah, it just has my hometown of where I live. Intro pinned, bio, doesn't pin details. Everybody under that says edit details. It doesn't say it. I don't have that. I don't have that. For some weird reason, I don't have that. Yeah, it doesn't have that. Because it has the personal info, contact info, the intro. It has my bio. I click on it, and it just lets me change the bio. Personal details, I go there. I check hometown. It's just change the hometown location. Current lets me change that. Work, education, hobbies, interests, travel, links, names, details about me. I'll find it. I'll find it. I gotta go though. That's wild. They don't. It's you. I swear, it used to say it right at the beginning too. It used to just say like account created or member since the prehistoric days. It don't say that no more. Not even when you highlight my picture or go over it, edit profile. Yeah, it doesn't give me that. Yeah. My account is that old that the shit don't even know when my account was fucking. My account is that damn old that Facebook don't even know how old this shit is. Cause I swear I was in college in '03 and I had it in '03. But maybe it had to change because then they changed it to not the school one and that one, and that's why maybe I have the last thing I have in 2007. But I know I had it for before that. Oh, I think it's because I did wipe my Facebook in '07. I think Facebook was around. Let me see when did Facebook start. Let me find this before I go. Facebook, oh, 2004. So February of 2004. And I started college in fall of '03. And then in '06 it became, so it started in 2004 and it became public to everyone else besides college in '06. So in 2005, probably because it says name shortened to Facebook and expanded to universities in '05. '06 open to anyone 13 and older with a valid email. '07, '08 introduced key features like pages and the platform. So yeah, probably '05. Yeah, I'm 40. I'm 40. But I did go through a thing where I did erase my whole Facebook because I had a lot of old shit I didn't want any reminders of. So that possibly could have been it also. But I don't know. Settings and privacy, accounts, center. You have to go to the account center and find fucking your. I don't even care. I need that cruise skin F40. For did you skip a grade? No, I didn't skip a grade. Yo, what the fuck? I gave up. That's it. Ain't no finding that shit. But yeah, that's what I was just like. I didn't skip a grade. I just my birthday is at the end of the year, so basically, I started. You can say I started the year earlier, but it was because my birthday was the following year. Well, it was in June. My birthday's in June, so that way it was just like I probably started school the year like kind of early, but not. But I don't know. Caroline Levitt looks like a fucking fossil compared to me, bro. It's just like I should have my own skincare routine on fucking blast, which is, you know what? Water. I don't need no lip injections and none of that shit. Just drink water. True skincare. Wash your face. Get a little bit of sun. Eat fruits. Don't be so hateful. You might look good in a couple of years. You might. Just might. But on that note, now I will be leaving. So, as always, be good to one another. Take care of one another. Look out for one another. Love one another. And I am as old as dirt. But don't worry. We'll be okay. We don't need those lip injections. We don't need I don't need lotion. We be alright. Y'all stay safe, man. I'll check y'all later. Fucking prehistoric ass Facebook. Fuck this shit. This motherfucker. Motherfucker say you old. We ain't got time for your old crusty ass. Get your ass up out of here. Oh man.